Hello. Hello, Kitty Sucker. How are you doing today? Today we're going to be... I already am messing up my English. Cool. Today we're going to be continuing Final Fantasy XIV. I don't think we're quite getting to the first expansion today, but hopefully we can get close. Hopefully we can get close. English is hard. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, hello everybody. Hello. I'm gonna do my best to make some good progress today. You don't have work today? Nice. Getting to sleep in is very nice indeed. I hope you feel nice and rested now. Hopefully you can relax some today too. Let's see, let me know if the audio needs adjusting or anything, but hopefully it will be fine. I waited outside just in case there would be a cutscene, because I don't remember if I was in there or not. Okay, we were. Hello. Alright, when we last left off, Moonbrita had been killed, unfortunately. Or more that she sacrificed herself, but still. Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in Charlian Manor to celebrate Moonbrita's life and mourn her passing. Fortunately, we can't quite celebrate our victory. Probably any of these would be good. I don't know what's important though. Hydrate, Spanner. You got it. There you go. I have hydrated. In memory of Moonbrita, Minfilia wishes to gather the Scions and honor the fallen Moonbrita. As Moonbrita was a native of Charlian, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? 'Tis a monument found at Wrathafrost and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Okay. Where is that? I think I remember where that is. Yes. Okay. Could probably teleport there, but you know what, let's just go the long way and fly. It has been a few days since I've streamed. Hopefully I can get back into practice fairly quickly. I may miss a day or two this weekend as well. Hello Eli, how are you doing? It's good to see you. They gonna let me? No, they're not gonna let me fly over that. Okay, we gotta go around a bit. It's interesting how they alert themselves to their presence there. You heard thunder? In your area or over my microphone? Let's see, I think it's somewhere over here. Yes. By the way, there are some spoilers here, Eli. You might forget them by the time you catch up in story, but there are some spoilers here. Just to warn you. Your thunder? Well, I am expecting thunder here later tonight, though. But I won't steal yours. We can both have thunder. And we have a clear view of Crystal Tower today. That's rare out here. Usually it's very gloomy in Mordona. your sacrifice won't be in vain.
Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
That's the spirit. We'll keep going. In her honor. Oh, hi, dragon.
Life for death, a fair exchange.
This guy.
Other bargains will be struck.
What do I need to exchange for world peace? Nobody else notices the dragon? Okay, cool. That was a very short ceremony, but okay. I don't even have a return off cooldown yet. Okay, well, let's just teleport then. But we are getting very, very close to Heaven's Word. I believe this is the end of 2.5 Part 1. Then we just have 2.5 Part 2. Or 2.55 or whatever weird numbering convention they used. And then we're into Heaven's Word, where things really pick up. And hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. I kinda had to rush through Heaven's Word, so I didn't get to smell the roses or whatever. Smell the flowers. I don't know what the saying is. English is hard. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we now feel is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Roku? A Realm Reborn is first DLC? Technically, A Realm Reborn is the game after it failed and it came back under new management, essentially. So it's not exactly DLC. It's just kind of the new base game since 1.0 failed. Oh nice, we did it. 2 quests down already today. We're speedrunning this game. If I can do just like 10 to 20 quests a day, that'd be great. 'Tis as if a dagger had been thrust into my breast. Since the resurgence, yes. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Moonbrita, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need to remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Roku. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. One big hibiscus flower? What do you mean? Oh. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. Oh, in your garden? Oh, nice. You have a life garden? That's cool. Gardens are really nice. Nice, we hit level 61 also. We need to get up to 80 eventually. But we're a bit ahead of the current curve, so everything is fine. Still doing level 50 quests. Mask of Grief. Minfilia has a request to make of you. Have you a moment, Roku? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself ever since Moonbreeda's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. Aw, well I certainly want to cheer her up. Let's go. Know when you can get a mount in the game? I believe it's after you get to the Waking Sands and join a Grand Company. Probably around level 20-ish quest-wise. Maybe a bit before or after, but somewhere around there. Hey, it's Roku! Great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but... it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena is a bit difficult at the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I can't face it at the moment. So, I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. I mean, I'll pay for the flower, I don't care. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you. And the daisy at Ratherfrost. Ratherfrost, that's a cool name. Ratherfrost. Okay. I just get mixed up in here. During one of the risings, I remember that they replaced Minfilia's room with like the boss room, and they had like the usual boss lockout animation, but it was just for it was just for the creator of this game, since he is the big boss who made the game. I always thought that was a cool touch. I wonder if this is the quest that Rowena's gonna call it on for us being an errand boy. I know that's coming up soon at some point. I just thought that was funny. Hello. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Aldrich trinket to trade? Sort of. It's for a flower. Eh? They got you running errands now. Them scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? So it was this quest, Send in the savior of Eorzea to the market. Fine use of your time, that is. I like that the game has become self-aware. Seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you messing around in the chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was it that you're here to pick up? The moon daisy, was it? Here then, take it. And yes, tell that Ida lass I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that old mask of hers. She certainly needs to. Okay. Don't worry, she'll replace that in, I don't know, 200 quests from now or something. They're sending me all the way back there, I think. Yes. Keep hitting the buttons prematurely. Let's go. She'll replace the mask when she's good and ready. And not a moment sooner. Must have a great bit of sentimental value. Actually, I think I vaguely recall what the sentimental value is, and yeah, I can see why she wouldn't want to replace it. But I may be misremembering or mixing it up with a different quest. We'll see though. We'll see. Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again. It drives me crazy. I mean, it is her mask. She should be able to pick which mask she wants to wear. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Here you go. Moonbrita loved these things, you know? I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her. Hello, Faldania. Oh, and thank you very much for the bits. I hope today's going well for you too.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song
Hi again, Dragon.
riseth to a crescendo.
Oh, right, the Dragon War. The Dragon War is coming. Yes, I'm excited for that. Oh, you're off today? Oh, awesome. Well, I hope you'll enjoy it here today then. And I hope you're able to relax and have a wonderful day off. Oh, he was not kidding about the dragons, apparently. Hi, dragons. Well, it's actually a fair number of them. Well, that's probably not good, is it? Oh, they're big dragons, actually. Yes, they're dragons.
Hello, can you hear me? We have received
Yes.
grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Okay, I was just there, but sure. Those dragons move quickly. Hydrate dragon. I mean, I do have the power to hydrate, although they're taking it away next patch. I have this ability called Fluid Aura. Okay, here. Oops, wrong button. Doesn't do much. It just kind of binds them there. It's not very effective. It used to at least do damage and stuff, but it's not very good these days. Here, returns up, so I'm just gonna use that. Grab some water too. Even though it's only been a few days, my throat is still a bit out of practice. I definitely would like to get caught up in this game before Endwalker though, so I'm going to be doing quite a marathon. Did I mention that I'm unfortunately probably going to miss Saturday this week? On Sunday, I probably will be doing a very late stream. We might be continuing Mario 3D World then, so I won't be doing Final Fantasy that day most likely. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbrita's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Will indeed be, Mario. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us with little time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthis will arrive soon, and we must hasten to hear her report. Oh, is it, what was her name? Lucia? Something like that? Defenders for Ishgard. Alphinaud awaits the arrival of this Guardian envoy. I wonder if it's her again. The envoy is here. Well, that was convenient timing. It is her. Okay, hello. I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forgo the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly, you come with news of the Dravanians. Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon after. Sir Amric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced to retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. That is unfortunate. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault, and something tells me they will. You paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek then? Or maybe just one. How about me? I'll do it. We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Amric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well. I shall depart for Kurthis at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Blades is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. That is important as well. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. Hello, Martin. How's it going? I hope your afternoon is going quite well. And yeah, I don't know if they're going to get a favorable reply. I honestly can't remember, but from last stream I do know that basically Ishgard was turning down helping the other grand companies when they needed help. So it seems less likely that the grand companies will now help Ishgard in their time of need, given how little aid Ishgard has given to other grand companies. But hopefully we can at least go on our own and be a one-man army and all that stuff. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how a plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That's understandable. Your Prime sub has expired? Oh, well, that's okay. Wait, it'll be available today, October 4th? It probably means a couple hours from now, but it's fine, don't worry about it. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Amric's authority in the matter, and our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellows' involvement. Yes, they are calling me in for a one-man army job. I'll do it. You faced Midgar Zomer and survived. I mean, I totally allied with him apparently, but you know what, let's just ignore that fact for the moment. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Well, yes, you just have to ally with the dragons. That's totally cool with you guys, right? Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. Would seem the road leads us to both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Roku. I shall. Or we could go together, you know. You could totally not just, like, ditch me here. Okay, you know what, bye. It's fine, I'll catch up on my own. It's not like I wanted to come with you or anything. Bababaka. Ah, this is the bridge leading to Ishgard. looks like the heretics are winning, possibly? It's hard to tell. Is that a traitor then? I suppose so. They do dress very alike, the two sides here. Is it really that easy to waltz right into Ishgard? They are close, though.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Is that how that works? It seems quite unfair to blame the children for their parents' misdeeds. Oh, is she summoning the power of Shiva here? Oh no, that looks like a different power. What is that? Looks like a signal flare. Oh, it might be. Oh no, it's breaking the barrier. That's what it's doing. That's probably not good.
Heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
The dragons are going to be able to waltz right in now. Oh, yep, there they go. I mean, they do have other defenses too, but that's still probably quite bad for Ishgard there. Good thing they're calling me in, I guess. Let's see, we're going to Camp Dragonhead. Okay. Let me grab some water while we teleport. I think we have just one more trial to go, and then we are to Heavensward, and some dozen or so quests too. It seems I was the swifter Roku. Well, yeah, you left before me, and also I was in a cutscene. You too, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. Hello, Shiro. I hope you're having a good day today. The murmurings about camp tell me of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. Sure, I don't see why not. Well, we're getting very close. But I mean, we can fly. The barrier's open. What's to stop us from going into Ishgard now? Your puny gates can't stop me now. I can just fly over them. Or under them. Let's fly under this gate, and we can fly over this one though. Look at me. Oh, look at me go. I'm into Heavensward now. This bridge seemed a lot bigger a minute ago. In the actual cutscenes and battles, it's quite a bit larger. But you know what, that's fine. And hello, Oxide! It is good to see you as well. So close to Heavensward, I can taste it. I don't think we're getting there today, but we are getting close. Heretic scum, what? How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. Didn't they have to pass through here to get on the bridge? You guys just let them pass? Why change how it looks in cutscenes? It's because there are battles that take place there and such. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Okay, there are other layers. So it's like an onion then. A dragonion. That was the stretch. Mother will be fine. Aw, worried about his mom. Do my best to protect the town. The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outmost layer of Ishgard's magic wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered. When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. I guess they just let her pass then. She's too intimidating for them. It would seem the heretic struck the first, and most telling, blow against Ishgard. Science, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. We went on ahead a little bit. My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you've learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenses, and came close enough to dispel the first of the wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Amric awaits you. Nice. He's meeting us himself now. Hold on, I'm getting pinged. Let me make sure it's not important. What is this about? Oh, okay. It's not that big of a deal. We are good. The worms roar. Aphanos seems eager to return to Camp Dragonhead, which we were just at. I'm ready for snow. I am ready for snow. I learned how to throw snowballs and everything. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed, if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid, and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Hashafant will know where Sir Amric means to receive us. Okay. It's probably that one room, as usual, but we'll see. Zoom! I need more water. Water. Okay, got my water. Got my cloud. Where are we going? Here in the north of here, I think. Hi. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. I am here for you, friend, just as you had my back earlier. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived, and would treat you intercessory. That is such a weird word all the time. The only spoiler is how to pronounce strange words. Yes, I am definitely pronouncing them correctly and not like half of them wrong. Yes. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yes. Hi. Oh, can't step on that table. Okay. So I hear you have a dragon problem. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Afnod, I think it's the most important than ever. Let me try that again. I think it's more important than ever that this meeting takes place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and ally, Estinian. So if you do the Lancer quests, or Dragoon quests as they become, Estinian is the guy who teaches you how to become a Dragoon. But this is our first meeting here because I am a healer. May I present you to Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such matters of the lance, Estinian is without equal. He, out of the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. He's going to be a big ally of ours in the coming days. So, you are the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Wonder if he can sense Midgarzomer with me. Well, now that you've been introduced, excuse me, let me try that again without being tired. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design. I mean, she's just going to blow up the barriers, it seems, and let the dragons in. As confessed by a heretic taken captive after an assault on the gates. 'Twould seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Oh, and I believe Estinian has one of the eyes too. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. I believe that Nidhogg is the child of Midgarzomer, which makes this interesting, because Midgarzomer has joined our side, whether we want him or not. Although I do kind of want to be allies with him. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthis since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength. I guess dragons store the bulk of their power in their eyes, so anybody who holds their eyes has the power. Eyes seem to be a big part of a lot of these stories. And then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depth of his rancor. How convenient that we're at the 1,000-year anniversary. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. Ah, so it's in the vault. We'll be going there later. It is kept under heavily guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. I mean, they are dragons after all. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. What convenient timing, isn't it? You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Well, yeah, obviously. Of that we cannot be certain, though we know the heretics covet the eye. we have been unable to determine their plans for it. You think they're just convenient allies then, perhaps? Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgardian's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dervanians are not like to leave untested. I mean, they already went through it a lot. So it would seem you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I mean, we need to team up here, Alpha Node. Convenient dragons, a common plot device? Well, you'll like Heaven's Word then. There's a lot of convenient dragons there, but it's fine. I like dragons. The only weird thing about Heaven's Word is how, like, the tiny dragons and the huge giant dragons both have roughly the same power level. I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. I mean, yeah. Unlike our arrangement concerning this Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dervania. I mean, I wanna help. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. I mean, I guess it makes sense why he's playing at it like this, but it's still very bad if their country gets destroyed, so I still want to help them. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dervania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garleans arrive, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. He is right about that. They would not even have to draw steel. You know it's true, Aphanod. An Imperial province sharing a border with Mordona? Ugh. I mean, they have a castrum right outside town. We just flew right by it the other day. I mean, earlier today. Ahem. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Not too good at politics yet, Alphanode, but he's trying. Nor did I ever think you would. Now upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Now see, that would probably be a very bad thing for most people if they were to touch the Eye. But Estinian is given special privilege, I suppose, to take on the dragon's powers. Most people would probably be branded a heretic or some such. Fear not, I am in full control of my facilities, I assure you, faculties. And the Eye itself is of no no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it within me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Another thing that would brand the typical person a heretic. The worm who roared. It's Nidhogg, of course. Was Nidhogg. Aye. He means to hurl his horde against, Danifin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt. The worm has summoned his minions to war. Dramatic scene. I mean, we already knew that was coming, but... okay. Let me run around here. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, the desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Amric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. Yeah, he pretty much ran circles around you, but, you know, let's still help him. It's fine, it's fine. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for the Ishgard to open its gate to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. Oh my, yes, we're going into Heavensward. Committed to the cause. Offnote is ready to begin making preparations for war. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones, really, and make our report to the antecedent. It's not like we have a link shell or anything, but okay. We'll go teleport that. Committed to the cause. Let me see how many quests we have left. Fair bit. I count 13 quests left? Yeah, I don't think we're getting there today. But we are making good speed, so that's good. This game does not like being tabbed out of. I keep... Nor does it like me clicking the right button. I am good at reading and clicking buttons, yes. We will get the final trial out of the way today, I think. We'll at least do that much. Hi. This time I arrived first.
It is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
There's everyone. Grim times indeed, but hey, let's help them, let's help them. Dragons are cool. Let's go deal with the dragons.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Why, yes it is.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
This is just the teaser for Heavensward, the bit of free content they give before the big expansion. Although the expansion is now free, as well.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphinaud is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Yeah, let's go help them.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Agreed.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war.
Uh-huh.
But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
Let's go.
The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
Okay. Though you're probably sending me alone again
those
for
we
most
have
of it.
lost, for those we can yet save.
Yes, let's save them. We can at least protect the civilians.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
They certainly like nodding in this cutscene. I might be rubbing off on them with my silent nodding all the time. Not suspicious at all. Definitely not suspicious at all. Volunteer dragon slayers. I suppose I am a volunteer dragon slayer. Minfilia would have you assist with the preparations being made for the defense of Ishgard. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I leave to Alphanode. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the upcoming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of your own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurthis. Actually, I can literally walk there. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slapborn of the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such I'm sorry, guys. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Thank you, Oxide. And she should be waiting right outside here on the receptionist's desk, I assume. I know she has a few side quests for us. Well, technically their main story before we get to Heavensward, but I don't remember when they take place. We are rather close to Kurthis, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Roku. I have 101 things to discuss with Slapborn. Oh, okay, bye. And Slapborn is, of course, our ally who sits right outside here. Or stands right outside here. There are a few quests in there too, mostly related to like Sid stuff, Magitech stuff. I appreciate the warning. If war's coming to Kurthis, then the toll must be made ready. You got up to 10,000 points? Congratulations, Eli. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporarily housing the victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. That's true, they did send a lot of supplies. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. I mean, I'll just solo it all, it's fine, it's fine. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at the siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have word with some of the more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. I guess I have to do that all myself too. Well, yep. Okay, well that's fine. At least they tell me where the people are now. Wasn't expecting a cutscene for this, though. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I am not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I mean, you know that we'll die, right? If we lose... Whatever. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Well... better luck with the next adventure, I suppose. Oh, hey. Hi. Fancy meeting you here. Ishgard sounds like she's a right mess, but that ain't what I want to talk about to you. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant last stream. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilfred was there with the Fourth that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? Nope. I feared as much. No one's seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. I rather liked him towards the end of, well, not the end of his arc, but towards the latest part of his arc. Obviously, at the very beginning, he was a bit of a troublemaker, but now he's become quite a good fellow. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilfred stopped turning up for duty, the black market weapons went missing from our vaults in Ul'dah. Not suspicious at all. So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. What? Oh, Anonymous, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Martin. Oh, a tier 3 sub to Martin. Thank you very much for your generosity, Anonymous gifter. I do appreciate it very much. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all, that and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in the crew, Wilfred's a fresh-faced novice, a whelp among wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and vanish like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind. There's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something strange he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this. What happened? Oh, Vegeta, thank you for resubscribing for 8 months now. And yeah, you're right about that. Time really does fly. It seems like just the other day you were at 7 months, and now you're here at 8. But welcome back, welcome back. And I hope that you're having a nice, relaxing day today. You certainly deserve it. Unfortunately, I don't have the watch time command set up. I really should set that up. The only one that I have that works is top hours, but that only lists the top 10, unfortunately. Where was I? Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet my good eye it ain't young Wilred. Any road, you've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Roku. I mean, it is good to tell me. I probably won't be dying anytime soon in the main story, since I have plot armor. But, if he told someone else, I would fear for their safety. But at least it seems clear that he is on our side and not corrupt. But the question is, which of the Braves are corrupt? Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Well, that's not going too well so far. Time really does fly by. Tangled was made 11 years ago, really? Seems like just the other day that I saw that. Although I didn't see it in theaters, I rented it. But I rented a DVD of it, I think. When's the last time I rented a DVD? DVDs aren't that much of a thing anymore, are they? Usually you stream rented movies now these days. That was a good movie though, I like that movie. Sell me blade to this Guardians? Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watched me like a hawk, he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Hey, we got somebody. I hope we're not sending them to their deaths. Seems like I should just go myself at this point. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? I guess I can't be everywhere at once, though. We do need other allies to help. Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. Ah, but I have pledged myself to the Guard Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do, what to do? Well, if you got a contract, then I don't blame you for staying. Help is needed here, after all, as well. Oof, I really need more water. Ugh. Hello again, Tataru. There you are, Roku. So, did you sway any hearts? One technically. 1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4. Not including, Slathborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen knights at least. You've heard some people still prefer DVDs when collecting because because Blu-rays can become unplayable since a lot of the discs do have internet connectivity and such. Really? They become unplayable? That's very interesting. I do notice that a lot of sales now have like combinations that include the DVD, Blu-ray, and digital version, or at least the DVD and Blu-ray. I wonder what the most recent things I purchased have. I haven't really looked at them. Usually I just buy them and then stream the digital version, so I haven't opened them. An allied perspective. Tataru has a message for you from Alphanode. Oh, but that is why I buy a lot of physical games rather than digital games. I do support digital purchases, especially from Steam, but I still prefer physical game purchases. Oh, I've been so caught up with the recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alphanode. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight. And they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you'd best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Alphanode said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. Oh, we're doing this already, are we? Okay, I certainly don't mind. Ul'dah certainly has become a very focal point for the plot in the game at this point, hasn't it? Seems like we're spending a lot more time visiting Ul'dah than any other city-state combined. Unless you count, like, Ishgard or Mordona, of course. But compared to Limsa and, why did I not just teleport? What am I doing? My brain was focused on thought, not on where we're going. I mean talking, rather than thought. I don't know what I'm saying. Brains are weird, talking is hard. We're gonna make it through this game though, one of these days. Wonder if I can climb up on this. Oh, I can. Ah. How do you like those moves, guards? They don't seem to care. Well, that's fine. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I'd hoped to proceed with the negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent requests for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The Alliance leaders are already seated within. Let's join them, shall we? Yes. Really is all of them, isn't it? I didn't notice if anyone from Ishgard was here, though.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Ul'dah has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
Well, that was easy, but this is a bit too easy. They're probably not going to send any forces with us, are they?
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Ah, yep, I called it. I couldn't remember, because it has been many years since I've done this quest.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
Alphinaud is still not too good at the political game.
Undefended as well. Telegi Adeleji and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
Oh, I guarantee he would.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
Yeah.
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
A handful. How many men can fit in a hand? Not very
Would
many.
that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
True, true.
Ah, yes, the free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords?
I mean, yes, it does seem that that's what they're saying.
Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people.
Is a footful more than a handful? I don't know. My foot is certainly bigger than my hand, but also my toes can't hold nearly as much as my hand can. Although I can pick up some things with my toes. I can pick up, like, if I drop a pin, I can pick up the pin and put it in my hand.
If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Oof.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
Merlib isn't impressed. She certainly isn't. She certainly is not impressed. Poor Alphanode is still very new to the political game and not doing a very good job. He seems to have lost every political fight he's attempted in today's stream.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
But didn't we just learn that the Brass Blades were partially corrupt, though? Ah, Joseph, hello. And thank you very much for the bits. Thank you for coming by. I do appreciate your generosity, and I hope that today is going well for you. She seems super thrilled and totally paying attention to this meeting.
Do what you will.
You pulled another all-nighter? Oh no! Please get rest when you can. Please get rest. I hope whatever you were working on all night went well, though. But please take care of yourself too. Oh right, in the last stream she was thinking about disbanding the government, so that's probably what she's focusing on. It didn't. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you'll at least be able to salvage it or something.
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
That's her main servant, I believe. Or maid, or whatever role it's called. I don't know what they're called in Uldar, but something along those lines. For the Sultana, of course. Once again, I owe you an apology. It would seem you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Hoshafant and Sir Amric to their fate. Nope, we're gonna be there for him. Even though Hoshafant was definitely there for us, actually. Amric is trying his best to steer things to be there for us. So I do want to be there for them. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzean's guardians. You got it. Captain Ilberd, what news? Then the assault has begun? We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. What convenient timing. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Daniel at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and thin the Dervanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Is it just me, or those two guys look like twins, just with different hair colors? I don't know why I'm focused on that right now. Roku, I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses at the Steps of Faith. That's that big bridge we just went by a little while ago. Report first to Sir Mary at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Gates of Judgment, yes. We're getting very close. We're getting very close. But first, to Camp Dragonhead. Because there aren't that many teleports here in Earthis. Okay. Let's fly over here. You know, let me get some water because we might be going into a trial soon. I'm not entirely sure how long it is to the trial. Are we fighting like mini dragons first before the trial, or are we going straight into the trial? Let's see, let's see. You are the appointed captain of the Sellsword contingent. Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault of Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once the advancing skirmishers are slain. Okay. Where are they again? Oh, over there first. Okay. Can I fly over here? Yes. Now, when I came through here before, I was very surprised that this is called the Sea of Clouds, because there's an area in the expansion that's called the Sea of Clouds, but it looks very different from this. It has a bunch of floating continents and such. So I wonder if that's like straight above here or something. Whoa, that's a cool looking. Anyway, hi dragons. What are we doing with dragons? Yes. Oh, you know what would help? Me summoning my chocobo. Hopefully standing in that isn't a bad idea. Oh yeah, we're good. Good try, dragons, good try. But I am a one-man army. I'm just gonna, yeah, didn't even need to dodge that. Okay. Now where are we going? Over there, of course. There it is, all glowing. One day we're going there. Probably not today, but hopefully tomorrow. Though I'm not sure how much is left. We are making faster progress than I anticipated, so it is possible we could get there today. I know that there are some really big cutscenes before we get to Heaven's Ward, though. So I don't know. I'll need to set aside at least an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours for those. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Hello, random dragons. We're gonna tag you and tag you. And you can have a stone. Whoop. Oh, never mind. You know what, let's help this other person while we're here. While we're waiting for more enemies to spawn. Boop. Let me toss the Merigin. Boop. Let me grab this Horde Commander. Not very effective against the level 60 troop, though. This quest was clearly balanced for level 50 players. But that's fine. I kind of like being able to be overpowered every now and then. But of course it's fun to do things at their intended difficulty sometimes too. But I much prefer doing like raids and such content at that level rather than overworld stuff. Overworld stuff I'm very happy to just, you know, plow through with a lot of stats. Okay, we are back. I took out like 20 dragons, maybe. What news, adventurer? At least 15. The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Travanian devils. Ah, their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. The Steps of Faith. Yes, this one's a trial. Sir Mary wishes to prepare you for the siege of Ishgard. This fight won't be easy, though. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the Steps of Faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Daniel's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outmost layer, that Witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the Steps of Faith. Wow, my stomach is being very angry right now. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. We don't want that, certainly. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. You thought it was a car? No, if it was my stomach. Sorry about that. All now rests on us, adventurer. Lest your comrades lead your comrades out onto the Steps of Faith and prepare to meet the Horde. May the fury guide your blades. Is it unlocked? Is it unlocked? It is time. Now they had to nerf this fight a lot because it's a bit more complicated than the average fight. I'm gonna try a trial roulette probably here. See if we get it. Oh, it's not instant actually. It's a bit surprising. Oh, well, there we go. Hopefully we'll get it, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. No problem doing 2 quick trials in a row. It's not like getting the wrong dungeon or something. Oh, we got Shiva. Well, That's okay. Shiva is a fight that typically goes well. We can admire, excuse me? We can admire the northern lights and such here. It's a very beautiful battle arena. I've never seen the northern lights in person, but they would be cool to see. I like all the air effects here. I think I mentioned this last time, but this is the first extreme primal that I fought a lot. I believe that I'd fought Garuda Titan Ifrit before fighting her, and probably Leviathan as well. Actually, back then you might have needed to unlock the extreme version of Shiva. But she's the first one that I regularly farmed. I got a weapon from her that was very helpful in Coil back in the day. Oh, hold on. Let me say hello to everyone. And also, I want to prepare my pose for the when we all get frozen. That's the most important part of this fight, isn't it? Striking a good pose. I know I say this about like 90 to 95% of the music of the game, maybe 99% actually, but I really love the music of this fight. Really gets me hyped up. At least the phase 1 does. The phase 2 is nice too, but it has a very different feel to it. The cycle ends here and now. She's going to blast us with a bunch of AoEs here. Hopefully people will spread out. I'm gonna get close and I'm gonna heal. That's probably overkill since the other healer did a Medica 2 already, but oh, they seem to be spamming Medica 2, so we're good. But yeah, I was expecting people to stand in those because they're very oh dear. They got caught in that. You usually want to not stand where the tank is standing unless you're very confident that you will not get hit. Okay, I'm going to refresh my MP because it dropped while it was talking about things. Now I'm gonna spam some holies here. But we're gonna make sure to stand behind her just in case. But she might do, yeah, Hailstorm again. Yeah, we want to be away from that. We'll get the Medica going. Get her targeted with dots again. I think they tick while she flies around. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go. Now she's going to fly around the arena and then she's going to pick one of us to stomp. But, oop, wait, that was wrong. I hit the wrong button, no. Twice in a row I've failed to strike a good pose. Oh well, it's fine. One day I'll get the pose off. Now usually people just tank this, but we'll see. Oh dear. They tanked a few too many of those. I'll get them healed up. Certainly. Oh dear. And that got turned into the party too. Never mind, I can't get the res off. Oop. We've won the fight, but I'll try. I'll try to hard res. There we go. But we pretty much won anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Little bit messy, but it works. As usual, I will thank the healer, because usually healers are underappreciated in the game. Okay. Oh, I got leaving a good impression 3. What is that for? What's that achievement for? I got... Oh, 100 player commendations. Oh, thank you. How do I claim these? Claim? Oh, okay. You know, I should go through and make sure that I've claimed all of my things. Thank you, everyone. Thankfully, that one tends to go very smoothly for the most part, but, let's see, where is it? Eh? Oh, there it is. That's weird, I couldn't find it. Now we'll sign up for the Steps of Faith itself. And hopefully that will go well as well. You used to have to do all these difficult things with, the cannons and, like, targeting specific places, but now you can kind of just focus on the big dragon. And it is a very big dragon, I assure you. Achievements can be traded in for something? They've actually changed the system since I played regularly. But I believe that they do give you points that can be traded now in Gridania by a big waterfall. I think Old Gridania. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's how it works now. And also specific achievements have rewards. But only some of them, of course. Not every single one of them. I wonder if there's an easy way to go through and see. Yeah, like I have 760 points and 2 currency. I don't know what that's for. Each time you earn an achievement, you will gain achievement points. These points can be exchanged for achievement certificates by speaking with Jonathas in Old Gridania. Certificates can then be used to purchase special rewards, including rare items and gear. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. I think that I got one of my mounts that way. This mount. I love this mount. This is fine. This is fine. I totally got captured by this giant hand that looks like it's out of Zelda or something. I definitely need to play more Zelda games though. Whoa, it's taking me into the sky. Goodbye. 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 We actually can go pretty high up here. But anyway, yes, things of that nature. Yes, it's both creepy and awesome. I always thought it was very funny. The way it grabs you. I forget where some of these other things come from. I probably don't have that many since I don't have that many achievements on this character. I'll have to take a closer look at what you can get. Let's see. What is this thing that I got anyway? Oh, it's a crown. I'm not much for wearing crowns personally, though. Does it have any effects? It doesn't look like it. It's just a crown. Well, I'll be tossing that into the armoire or whatever you store excess gear into. Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity. Let's go to the Steps of Faith because we can actually fly there. Pending was talking about making money today. Tiny Crown Day? Oh, is Pending streaming? Or was it in his server or something? Let's see. Who is streaming? Ah, okay. Good, I didn't accidentally miss one of his streams. I would feel bad. Oh, it was a tweet. Oh, okay. Yes, Twitter is definitely a website I check regularly and totally not for like 2 to 5 minutes a day. I probably should use Twitter more, but I never know what to say. Communication isn't my strong point, although I have gotten a lot of practice from coming up on 2 years of streaming, actually. My YouTube anniversary is coming up towards the ends of the month, I think. 2 years now. And my streaming anniversary is in November, I think, the middle of November. I'll have to look up the exact dates again. I want to say October 30th and November 14th or something, but I will need to double check that because I don't pay the closest attention to that sort of thing. But we'll see. See how tiny this bridge is? We're about to come on this bridge, but it will be much larger. Because otherwise the dragon wouldn't be able to fit on it. Ishgard itself will also be larger when we get there too. Sometimes things are just bigger on the inside. I learned that from Doctor Who, which is another show I need to catch up on one of these days. I'm quite a few seasons behind on that now, unfortunately. I did quite enjoy it. This queue is taking a bit longer than I thought. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about? Questions about the game or anything? If not, I can look for some way to multitask. We're still waiting for 2 tanks and 1 DPS though. Maybe I could get started on unlocking Scholar or something. But if there's something you guys would like to talk about, I'm certainly happy to listen and answer. As long as it's appropriate or something, you know? Actually, I wonder if I can fly under here. Kinda can. How far down can we go? Surprisingly far down. Well, not all the way down though. That's unfortunate. But hey, they let us go further down than we need. Who needs Doctor Who? I did like that show though. I wonder if I can fly into that castle. I believe it's Stone Vigil. Unless I'm completely mixed up. One of the dungeons we did earlier. There's a hard mode for this too, but I probably won't be doing that anytime soon.
You're approaching me?
Ah, Ibby, hello. Thank you very much for following. I hope you'll have a nice comfy time here. Yes, indeed I am Roku750. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. I hope that you slept well. I slept reasonably well, just not enough hours myself. Online school resumes for you in 20 minutes. Well, I hope classes will go well for you. Thank you very much for stopping by. And I hope, oh. Nice. And hello, John. How have you been doing? So they have nerfed the Steps of Faith a lot since last I did it, but hopefully it will still go well. Hopefully. Hopefully. Actually, I think they nerfed it more than once, but I wouldn't swear to it. You're alright? That's excellent. I am also pretty alright. I'm a bit sleepy. It has been a long week, but I'm doing well. My mood is good. I'm having fun. Things are looking up. And hopefully I'll be able to stream more regularly again. Thankfully the break wasn't quite as long as I had feared it would be, but it was still a bit longer than I'd wanted. Anyway, hello everybody. See, there's the dragon. It's a bit of a big dragon though. A little bit bigger than the previous one. It's a bit hard to target actually, but we are going to fight it. This is indeed a wholesome community? Yes, indeed. I hope that it's very comfy and wholesome for everybody. That's certainly the type of community I'd like. That is a big dragon. We claim victory this day, or Ishgard falls. Accept the fury into your heart, and defend this bridge with your life's blood. They seek to swarm the healers. Focus your attacks on the dragonflies. If you get stomped by his feet, it will really hurt. It will really hurt. So we're gonna do our best to not get stomped by the feet. One of the biggest challenges of this fight as a healer is that everything is so spread out. Oftentimes DPS will go into those towers to shoot the boss with cannons. Also, there's a lot of movement in this fight, as you can tell. Ooh, we don't want to be in that. We sure don't want to be in that. It is a much longer cast time than I was expecting, though. Yeah, see, where is this guy? Oh, he's way back there. Okay, hold on. Let's go heal that tank and then rejoin the party. Let me grab a few of these smaller dragons. Oh dear. That's not good. I'm silenced. Or at least I was for a minute. I'm not going to kill the dragon. I mean, we're gonna give him a little nap, probably. I don't know if he dies. Probably it'll be fine. Hopefully. Oop. Couldn't cancel that in time. Oh well. We failed to stun him, so he stunned us. It is quite a big dragon though, isn't it? I can't even like zoom out and show the whole dragon. He's a big fella. Now these are the wards they were talking about. When we get closer, he is going to slam into those. Gotta make sure not to zone out too much though. Oh, here comes the body slam. He hit the ward. Oh, he's gonna hit it again. He's gonna hit it again. Oh, they've broken through the second layer. But there are yet 2 more wards behind that. Fight on. This fight you will fail if it breaks through all the wards. So we are on a bit of a enraged counter here, which a lot of casual players hadn't encountered before this. Maybe the closest they'd seen is Titan Hard. Oh, those things are annoying. We gotta deal with those. Oh, it's a bit out of range. Since this battle is so spread out, it's easy to lose track of the scale of things. And people can very quickly get out of range. Is a big and beautiful dragon? He certainly is. I definitely like his design a lot. Where is this tank? Tank? Oh, they're back there. Okay. Don't let them rush the cannons. Climb the tower and man the dragon's killer. Time your shot. But thankfully they've lowered his defenses a lot because people didn't like firing cannons. And unfortunately cannons are very big mechanic-wise in Kurthus. But people tend not to like them. They want to do their own mechanics. Not... Oh, we got stunned again. Not deal with dragons. Let me get my dots up on everything. Toss some stones. Get some regens up just in case. Because I'd rather overheal than underheal in this fight. Tossing the arrow up is a good chance to move too, and so are the regens. More dots and dots and dots. Yep. You get a dot, you get a dot, and you get a dot. Right, there probably shouldn't be much damage here for a while to party members, because he's slamming that ward. but I am gonna get some stones in. Another ward down. Oh, our defenses grow thin. Thankfully, this time we are resistant to stun because we've been stunned so many times. Let me get my MP back up. There's these little dragons. It's weird calling them little dragons because this guy is still quite a big one. But compared to Vishap there, it certainly is tiny. But I think we've got this fight. It's only at 11% left. Oh, somebody's barfed on me. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna try to just heal through that, though. Actually, it's a minute-long cooldown. I should have used Destina. Oh well. It's fine, it's fine. The boss is only at 5%. We don't need to worry about perfectly, you know, dealing with every status element. 2%? There's another set of dragons, but we are fine, I think. I'll just waste Binny here. Yeah, it was worth it. Nice. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But he's just taking a nap. It's fine, it's fine. Yay! I remember people complained a lot about this fight when it came out because people had a very hard time meeting the DPS check to beat it. And that's why they nerfed it. Oh, I forgot to give comms. No, okay, you random person. Good job. And that's it, the last trial in pre-Heavensward, I believe. So now we just go through about 10 more story quests or so. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. 10 more quests. The dragons, they are withdrawing. Victory is ours. Yay! If only all the dragon fights were that easy. I wonder if they take these other allies, like from the people who fought with me, or if they're just random RNG adventurers. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions, slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. I mean, that's good, right? But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make this battleless slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. I mean, you're one to talk. You didn't help me in that fight, did you? If he actually did help, I didn't notice him, and I will be embarrassed, but I didn't see him there. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lance. Totally non-menacing smile. Oh wow, he can really jump high, huh? Guess he is a lancer after all, or a dragoon. Almost as if he can fly like a dragon. That's probably where they got the name for that from. But hey, Alpha Node. Roku, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Yeah, listen to that victorious music. Very awe-inspiring. Commander Levier, Roku, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. I like how they had to make that bridge larger to hold that huge dragon. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. I am a healer, I can help with that too, you know. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with a proper courtesy. You got it. I too would offer my thanks, Roku. Through your deeds, we have achieved a victory of singular importance, which the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Yep, that's a victory, I suppose. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. I'm looking forward to it. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The van? I didn't know vans were a thing. I guess technically they might exist, but probably they mean like caravan type sort of van and not like literal van. Although I guess there is the seasonal event where we get like a literal car. But anyway, the victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilberd back to Ul'dah and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. I hope they just mean injuries and not deaths. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. Of course I have to do it in person, because why wouldn't I? Bye-bye. But you know what? We've gone about 2 hours. I'd like to keep going long though. Yes, in person. In person! I am going to grab a quick snack and refill my water and things of that nature. But I will be back a bit. And hopefully I will be able to go quite a bit longer. I hope. At least hopefully another hour or so. I hope. We'll see. I'm still working up to it. Okay, I got a bit of a bite to eat, and I have refilled my water bottle. I shall hydrate now. Okay, let's see if we can get a few more quests out of the way. Although I just noticed that it's a bit later than I thought, so I probably won't be able to go quite as long as I wanted. But hopefully we can at least get close to Heaven's Ward. That was a quick bite. Yeah, I just shoved some crackers in my mouth. Don't want to keep you guys waiting too long, especially since it's later than I thought. Oh, actually, we just want to teleport. Probably should have done that first. Oh, thank you very much, Ghost, and it is good to see you. Food speedrun? Well, I was careful to chew, don't worry. Chewing is important. That's an interesting weapon. What is that? Is that like made out of ice? No, it looks like it's a weird glowing white stone, actually. Huh. Anyway. Oh, sounds like there's thunder outside. I can't tell how far away it is, though. Seems fairly distant. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Roku, welcome back. Afnos sent word of the siege, and of course of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Roku. Thank you. Let's see. Is there like a magic one? We want the magic one. Administrative decision. Minfilia seems loath to put you to further trouble so soon after your last great exertion. Excuse me. Bleh. Reading is hard. You must be weary, Roku, and now may very well be your only chance to... Antecedent. Hi. Oh, she really did do a little wave. That's very cute. A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you. The royal cereal. The royal cereal. How did I say that wrong? How did I say that wrong? The royal seal. Curious indeed. It's magically delicious. What cereal is that for? I forget. I haven't like watched many commercials for cereal in a long time. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace in Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. I'm sure this is going to go super great. Super great. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege. You, for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Lucky Charms? Could be, could be. That makes sense. You wonder what royal cereal would taste like? I don't know. Good question. It seems like a lot of the really expensive rich foods they just kind of like dump gold into or something and probably don't taste that good. But who knows? Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. Oof, that's some rough criticism. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? Probably fancy and expensive, yeah. Ah, but mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. I mean, I'm sure that's why. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. The whole gold flakes and food thing never really sounded not completely disgusting. Yeah. I don't understand it at all, personally. I can't imagine it would make anything taste better. It seems kind of like a waste of money to me, personally. But then again, I'm not big on even gold or jewelries in general. Jewelries? You know what I mean. We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbrita, and I for one am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about monumentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. There. It's gonna be okay in the long run, hopefully. Even if this is a huge political mess. Curious. I have never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? Well, it's almost like a whole bunch of people died and we're also working ourselves to death, and it's a huge political mess. Yeah, that might have something to do with it. That's just a guess, though. But let's go talk to her at her desk once I get a bit more water. Oh, she's not here. That's a bit of a surprise. Surveying. I don't know, there's not much to survey here. I don't think she's here. Tataru is conspicuous in her absence. I mean, she did leave behind this giant glowing trail. Well, not really a trail, but, you know, whatever. How about you? Have you seen Tataru? Tataru? I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think of it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Okay, I will go check up on her. Tataru, are you here? Oh, she went quite far. Oh, you know what? Let's fly up there. Shortcuts. Oh, Roku. It's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's, nothing really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials, you and the others face every day. Nor does it compare to the difficulty with which it is to speak English. I messed up that joke so badly. But you know what? It's fitting. It's fitting. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Ah, you always know what to say, Roku. I'm glad we had this little chat. Yeah, I totally said words and didn't just nod silently like I always do. Back to the Rising Stones again, eh? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Eh? I am struggling to go through this door. You know what? That's fine. Doors are difficult too. Everything's difficult. Life is difficult. But that's okay. We're gonna get through everything together. Yes. We will get through this together. Hello, Minfilia. Again? Yes, Tataru? You have my undivided attention. Wonder if this is related to the numbers that didn't add up that was the name Real mentioned? I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, wow, I'm blind. But Roku made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. You want a vacation? I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You would eat a gold flake? I hope you enjoy it then. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is in fact something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with adventurers in the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Coltonet have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. The most powerful bodyguard. Heh. Mocking glance. Whoa, hey! She was just talking about you, sir. That's the first time I've almost been knocked on the ground by a Lalafell. Technically we did fight each other, and I did knock you to the ground. Sorry about that, by the way, even if it was a sparring match that you started. This quest is adorable. It is, but yeah. It definitely strikes harder if you've done the Arcanist quest yourself. He doesn't count me, I guess that's true. Because then you get to see how the quest is supposed to go. Oh, I didn't mean to spoil that part, but it is cute. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent? Ah, not at the present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I'm able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. Oh, I guess that's it for that quest. The way the camera panned, I expected something more. But that's okay, that just means we're getting that much closer to Heavensward. Oh, we have options, guys, options. An unexpected ambition. Minfilia is at a loss for words. The power to defend oneself. Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think of it, I do recall Urianger mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Sure, that's a word. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance into the Arcanist Guild in Limsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Maybe I should sign up for that too while I'm there. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety. And what's the other one? Where we are needed. Minfilia is eyeing you with a mixture of regret and desperation. Cool, those are things you want your leader to have. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? Why yes, it was about a minute ago. I certainly do remember it. Well, I am sorry to say that I have, as yet, been unable to do so. I wouldn't expect you to do, since it's been like 1 minute and you also haven't made any calls. Now I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Sure. There's no rest for me after all. Although I probably will be ending stream soon, so maybe there will be a little bit of rest first. Generous to a fault. I thank you, Roku. They don't have mailmen, please help? Yes. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the most important of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. That seems like a noble cause. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Poltenet, yes, that's a name, were to act as 2 such escorts, as was a 3rd adventurer. Alas, due to injury. Oh good, at least they're just injured and not dead. That's better than it could have been. Said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are truly a pillar of strength, Roku. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you on the outside. Be safe. Okay, so we now have 2 quests we can do, but this guy's right here, so we're going to start this one. Yes, hello. I am your 3rd adventurer. Pleased to meet you again for the 20th time. Ah, Roku. Is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? How did you learn of that? Hello, Jaren. Hey, I think I said it right the first time this time. Wait, no, I didn't. I thought it right in my head, but I said it wrong. Garen, ugh. Brain, why, brain, why, brain? Garen, I'm so sorry. I even thought it right. I thought it right, but I said it wrong. I'm so sorry. I practiced, and I still brain, why? But hello. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltonet? Our misfortune is about to become a blessing. Our opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route. I guess we're splitting up then, gang. True, but our mission is the same. Separated by moms may we be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Roku, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. Time to split the party always goes well. Yeah, especially this one. This one's gonna go super well. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Roku. In spirit we shall be together every step of the way. I even thought the word gorilla, which you told me to pronounce it like. I don't know why I cannot say that word. Then again, I struggle at like half of the names in this game, but I do very much apologize. Okay, okay. All right. Let's do this one first, since I think that it would... The Zataru one's a bit more lighthearted, but this one might be good to rush into. At last, the science man deigns to grace me with his presence. I mean, I teleported straight here as soon as I got the mission, sir. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first I can't read anything. Our first destination is Isamhar. How did I read that right, but not destination? I don't know. Come, we are late enough as it is. Okay. Let's just fly on up there. You know what, let's say hi to our good friend along the way. Hello, I will one day unlock Heaven's Word and take the rest of your quests. One day. I can now learn, like, literally all of the Heaven's Word skills. Did I say quests? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. My brain and thoughts and mouth speak, they are all over the place, as always. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions? Then please, stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Something tells me there are going to be wild beasts. Yep, that's what this purple fog usually means. Hello. Let's just dot them all because they're kind of spread out and they're basically archers. You know what, let's throw a stone at you. That was probably overkill, but you know, it's fine. There, how was that? I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I mean, it's not my fault the battle music always starts. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Hey, I tried my best. Now then, Snake Molt awaits, shall we? That's a pretty cool name for a place, though. Snake Molt. Where are we going? Yes. Yes, I think this is indeed the quest that I wanted to leave off on today, if we can get through it. This is rather a bit further than I expected, but that's okay. There we are. Thankfully these monsters aren't attacking him, it's only very specific monsters that will. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Okay, now I will be sure to be very quiet this time. Standing watch. I will definitely not spam holy. Here. Boom! Boom! How was that? Was that quiet enough? I mean, I was further away. I didn't let them even get close to him, so hopefully it's fine. Fascinating. These readings are not what I expected at all. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there's a strange, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. I mean, it is a really bad dungeon, isn't it? Yeah, this is Omdibor Keep, isn't it? Bad things happened here. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. Lost City? Yes. I haven't unlocked it, I don't think, because I would need to do Arum Vale and a whole bunch of other quests along the way. Or actually, I think Lost City is this one, and this one is Amdapur Keep. Yeah. Lost City of Amdapur is kind of depressing too, though. It's okay, it's okay. Here we are. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Okay. Something tells me we're gonna be blowing up some ghosts again. Where are they? Amdapuri Wraith. You know, I'll just use another arrow. Why not? That's totally overkill, but whatever. Oh, there's more. It's too bad ghosts aren't actually weak against Holy in this game. Oh. That actually didn't take them out. Ah. I took them out before they could silence me. Good try. Let's get that guy off my trail, though. This data should prove invaluable to... Sniff, sniff. Ugh, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoids while my back was turned? I mean, just these ghosts. These ghosts that are totally, like, right next to you, sir. Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reek of blood and offal. Oh, okay. I mean, you could be nicer about it. I'm doing my best, sir. Hello again. You chose to paddle in the Ichor a while longer, I take it. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy, come on, it's been like 15 seconds, and performed our cursory analysis of my data. This guy is why folks are dumping Scholar for Sage. Actually, I still want to unlock Scholar and raise Scholar on this server too. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzean's ambient ether concentrations since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. The least among us. Who better to serve the scions of the Seventh Dawn than a humble scholar and his faithful assistant? For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's Font. Fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Come along now. Now come along, I should say. I don't know how I read things out of order all the time, constantly. But let's see. It is a bit later than I thought. I should probably wrap up. Though this stream wasn't quite as long as I wanted. We should be able to wrap up Heavensward tomorrow with any luck. We are definitely getting very close. Yes. Probably about one handful of quests left. But anyway, let's go run credits and look for somebody to raid. Yes, I have that prepared, I think. Yes, there it goes. But yes, as always, thank you for coming along for this part 7 of my Final Fantasy 14 marathon, which will probably have like 100 parts or more like 50 parts actually. But thank you for keeping me company. Joseph and Faldania, thank you very much for the bits. Excuse me. Oskew and Oxide, thank you for moderating. Ibby, thank you for following. Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub to Martin. And Vegeta, thank you for resubscribing. And I hope I did not miss anybody. But I will thank you all on Twitter afterwards, just to be safe, on the off chance I did miss somebody. But once again, thank you all so much for coming. I hope these are enjoyable enough for you all. I know that it's a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, like seriously a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, but I hope it's still been fun. If I manage to get a bit ahead in quests, I will play other things too. But I do want to get caught up by Endwalker, ideally. So I don't want to drag my feet too much. But anyway, let us go look for somebody to raid. Who do we have online? Let's see. I can't remember which of these I have raided the most recently. So I will, let's flip a coin for it. Cool, okay. We are raiding this person then. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, depending on what time of day it is there. The Final Fantasy streams are always relaxing. I am glad. I'm glad. I will try to swap in random other games every now and then though. But yes. Have a good day or night, everybody. We are going to go raid this person today. And yeah. Please be nice to them and all of that. Not that I think you wouldn't, but you know what I mean. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't know. I never know what to say. But thank you again, everybody, for coming by for these. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.